Here to talk about 25 CUP 173. The request is a conditional use permit to allow a short-term rental of a dwelling unit that is not the primary residence of the owner. It is in the R5 residential traditional neighborhood. It's approximately a little over a quarter of an acre. The site is developed with a single-family structure. Off-street parking is available via an existing driveway. The applicant has stated they have 4 bedrooms, which will allow 10 guests maximum. Currently, there's no short-term rental approved by CUP within 600 feet of the property. Here's the aerial. Here's the zoning. It's a little confusing with all the lines, but it's an R5. This is the proximity map showing there's no CUPs within 600 feet. This is the subject property from Southern Parkway. This is adjacent on Southern Parkway. And here's another, this is a multifamily home on Southern Parkway. And this is across the street on Southern Parkway. Staff finds that the request is justified based on approval of staff's analysis. There's no short-term rentals within 600 feet with the CUP. And the property includes sufficient on-site parking to accommodate the use, and it meets all applicable standards of the conditional use permit. Required actions is to approve or deny the conditional use permit to allow a short-term rental of a dwelling unit that is not the primary residence of the owner. Questions?
No questions at this time. Thank you. Mr. Groft?
Nicholas Groft, 1112 Crystalline Road, Louisville, Kentucky, 40214.
Thank you. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give today is the truth?
Yes.
Please proceed.
I own the property at 4708 Southern Parkway with my wife. We live about 3 miles away in the same zip code. I originally purchased the property with a group of people a couple of years ago. It didn't go as planned, so I ended up buying out the other investors and am now the sole owner with my wife. We've fully renovated the property. It's from wiring, plumbing, everything except the roof. The roof was only a couple years old when we purchased it. During our neighborhood meeting, we had a couple of concerns from the neighbors about security, which there was during the renovation process. It was broken into a couple of times, and we did find some drug paraphernalia on the property once. To address those concerns, we added a full privacy fence around the backyard to keep people from being able to access the property from the rear. We added 4 cameras, exterior only, on the property that are monitored to mine and my wife's phone. And then we also had some concerns from the neighbors about noise with a rental being next door. So we have installed a decibel monitoring system and assured them that the rental agreement will have quiet hours listed and that there's no exterior events allowed at the property. Then we also had concerns on that area of Southern Parkway. You're not allowed to park on the bridle path. This property has a 2-car attached garage, and it also has room for 4 more vehicles in the driveway on top of that 2-car garage. So there should be no need, but I assured the neighbors that there would be something else in the rental agreement letting them know that they're not allowed to park in front of the property on the bridle path.
Is this your first short-term rental?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Members, any questions for Mr. Groft?
Do you intend to manage it yourself, or do you have a manager?
We intend to manage it ourselves. We plan to list it on the large sites, but there will be no direct booking. So they will have to apply on those sites, and then we will have to approve after they answer some questions, why they're coming to town and who they're bringing. And then we'll decide whether that we're going to allow them to rent it or not.
Have you given thought as to, you mentioned people coming in from out of town. Are you going to be renting just to out-of-towners, or are you going to allow locals as well?
We would allow locals. Right now, our plan is just for short-term rental. We don't have any plans for mid-term or long-term rental with it. Our initial plan was actually to sell the property after we renovated it, and it did go on the market. It was actually under contract a couple of times, and speaking with the other realtors, there was concern about the 18-unit apartment building next door that the potential buyers didn't want to live next door to a large apartment complex.
Is that building shown just to the right on that aerial photograph?
Yes, ma'am. It's just north of the property that I own.
And there's 18 units in that?
Yes, ma'am.
So have you shared your contact information, or would you be willing to share your contact information with adjacent property owners? And
Yes, I have shared it.
it.
The next door neighbor and I are in contact quite often. Her property, I believe, is zoned a duplex, but she does not currently rent the other side of her property out. The next door neighbor had some initial concerns. Since I have spoken with her and put the cameras up and put the privacy fence in, she feels like her concerns were addressed.
Okay. Members, any other questions for Mr. Groft? Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Groft, we do have a speaker who is going to speak in opposition. So after that, you'll get 5 minutes for rebuttal to respond to those concerns.
So
Right.
the speaker in opposition is not online. They provided a presentation by email and we expected them. I don't see them in the auditorium as well. So
Is it the same person that gave us a written opposition or
Jeanette Lee.
Different.
what's the name?
Jeanette
believe-
Lee.
It's different.
Different.
different?
Yeah.
Different.
Ann Ramser was the person who indicated they want to speak.
And
Oh,
Okay. All right. So at this point, I'll close the public hearing. We're in deliberations on 25 CUP 0173. Any discussion, or is anyone ready to make a motion?
Ready?
Yes.
I move to approve the conditional use permit 25 CUP 0173 based on the staff report analysis and applicant and staff testimony heard today. Subject to the proposed conditional approval on page
8 of 8.
8.
All right. Thank you. Is there a second?
second Horton.
Been properly moved and seconded to approve the conditional use permit as stated. Roll call, please.
Horton,
Yes.
Lewis,
yes.
Peta,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Bond.
Yes, the CUP has been approved. 25 CUP 174.